Hey, what's up, guys? It's Kyle Jones, Hey, what's up, guys? It's Kyle Jones, Sport Fishing. Hey, we're on the river today. Henry and I are out. We're gonna fish some of Henry's custom jigs and see if we can't catch a few steelhead. But as we're sitting here, I wanted to go through and show you guys our bobber fishing setup. You know, I've done videos on how we set up for bobber dogging and other stuff. So I wanted to kind of give you guys a refresher course on our bobber dogging or our bobber fishing rig. We're gonna fish some jigs today, so it'll be vertical. So the first thing that you do is we need a bobber stop. Oh, and I will say we're running monofilament today. We're running 12-pound mono. We've found that these small jigs, if we run braid on them, it ends up straightening these hooks out, and these jigs are a fine wire, so we want the mono for a little bit of shock. We'll deal with the fact that it doesn't float and it stretches. We fished mono for years and years and it works great float fishing. It's just you got to kind of control your drift a little bit more. So first thing that happens is we put the bobber stop on, so that'll go up our line. Slide that off. Keep those little straws. I've got another use for them, but we'll talk about that some other time. And cinch that down. Okay, so bobber stop. Then we need to get a little bead, and you want to make sure this bead is small enough that it doesn't go over the bobber stop. So some of these bobber stops actually come with beads that are too big for them, which is strange to me, but it happens. So a small bead down there. Oh, and one thing I forgot. Hold on, I'll be back. Just wait a sec. Just keep going. I'm back. All right, so small bead, and then I like to put a big corky on top. What do these have? I'll put a big orange one on top since I think, nope, never mind. I'll put a chartreuse or yellow one on top because the floats I'm using have an orange top to them. I like to have that big corky on there because then I know for a fact when my float is down, so, or all my gear's fishing properly. So corky on up the line. Then we take our float. These are the 1/4 ounce floats from Aerofloat. I like a nice small float. By the time we get these weighted, they'll be just perfectly sitting in the water. Sometimes this time of year when the water's cold, these fish, they bite really, really light. So we want that float to be able to go under. And then I always like to put kind of a little bit bigger bead on the bottom here, like a 6 mil bead on the bottom. Just this protects my knot. So we'll run that smaller bead, that bead there, and then do an inline weight. Bring up the inline weight here. Tie this on real quick. Slide that through. Trim it off. Yeah, I know I should use scissors.
Dennis is gonna be mad.
Oops, dropped the jig. And then we're gonna go down to a 10-pound monofilament leader. So I've got 12-pound main line, and we're gonna go 10-pound. I think this is actually a fluorocarbon, 10-pound fluorocarbon leader. But we'll do the same thing, just tie a regular clinch knot in here, improved clinch knot. That on there. Slide that down, trim it off, and then drop the jig. Henry's gonna go with this blue and copper creation here. These are Henry's personal jigs. He ties these, we catch fish on them. It's pretty awesome. But I like to go with about a 3-foot leader. I like a pretty long leader on these. About a 3-foot leader, and then we just tie on our jig here. These jigs are tied on really little hooks. They're a little fine wire number 8 jig hook, and we have found that they drift and they fish really, really well. The only problem is you better be sure that you don't have your drag too tight because you will straighten them out. So cinch that down, trim that off again, and there we go, ready to go. So we're trying these out today. Got a new rod that we're gonna fish today. Henry's gonna try it out for me. First time we've run this. This is an 11-foot Fish USA store brand. It's a 4 to 10 pound. It's a real light action rod. and this will let us be able to keep a lot of line off the water. And then the other big thing is when we're fishing these jigs, these small jigs, we need to make sure that we can cushion those big head shakes so the fish don't straighten out the hooks on them. So that's how we set up for bobber and jig here at Jones Sport Fishing. Thanks guys, God bless you, and we'll see you later. Bye.